Can you tell us about the energies of the divine feminine on this planet right now and how they are changing and what the end results of these changes will be?
With the waves of love and light coming to your planet at this time, there is much divine feminine energy, you could call it, infused within these waves. It is supportive of Gaia, it is supportive of all beings on your planet to be nourished, to help to balance the intensity that some are feeling with these light waves. There is also, of course, the divine masculine infused within these waves, but specifically to the understanding of the nurturing, mothering energy, the nourishing that comes with the divine feminine. There is much nourishing coming to your planet. Some are not feeling this nourishment. It is up to each to be willing to receive. What is the end result? This is yet to be determined, dear one, for there are many potential outcomes of what happens with the arriving of more divine feminine energy. Again, it is dependent upon the depth to which each is really willing to receive this type of energy. Of course, we are all working towards the unity, consciousness, the ascension of each being. Because with the divine feminine, with the mothering, each being can feel more safe to progress in their spiritual evolution.
How will the patriarchal systems react to the influx of the divine feminine?
Again, in order for deep and sustainable change, each must be willing to receive these energies. At this time, there are many in resistance to the divine feminine energy because it threatens their comfort zone, so to speak. It threatens their way of being, their way of life, what they have created for themselves. It threatens at a core level for these beings. This divine feminine energy, while nourishing, is also threatening to these particular beings, as you mentioned, government, and I will add cabal Illuminati, because it is challenging them to their core. It is threatening their way of being. And so, what will eventually happen, what we are working with creating, when I say we, I mean myself as prime creator and many, many light beings and human beings. What we are working with creating is a scenario in which there is a gentle dissolving of the harsh, false masculinity. With this gentle dissolving, an increased allowing of the divine feminine and sacred masculine unified, so that the government structures may still be maintained to some degree, but will be run quite differently. There will be much more balance. There will be consideration for all life. It would not be the elite running everything for their own interests. It would be running for the interests of all life on your planet, Earth, and beyond.
Can you comment on Prout, progressive utilization theory?
He had many things right with his model, and yet there are many other influences wanting to use their model for how governments and systems would work on planet Earth. And so while he had many good ideas and many things right, the eventuality of using his system alone is very slim because there are many other influences many positive, yes, influences that there are many other creations at work
Mm.
for how things would be run on planet Earth. And so, in order for a system like his to work, it would require the buy in or the creation of most beings on the planet. We are not at this point at this time, dear one.
Mm.
What we are working with is the harmonized matrix and many beings contributing their creations to what planet Earth will look like, to what the new world or the new Earth might look like. Because of the harmonized matrix, many creations can be combined and can work together, even if some contradict each other. It is challenging to explain in human language. It is challenging perhaps to understand from the human perspective. But there are many layers of reality, many dimensions of reality on your planet Earth. And some people, some beings will be able to function in one layer of reality, while others function in another layer of reality, with contradicting creations, yet living harmoniously on planet Earth.
What kind of UFOs did Sri Sri Anandamurti meet?
He met with archons disguised as benevolent beings.
Mm.
They were wishing to share their agenda with him, hoping to infiltrate his essence, his group that he had formed, so that they could bring their agenda through. The messages they offered him were messages of hope with many positive things, but it was a case of light reflecting upon itself, the shadow using light energy to make it seem positive and of love, but with a darker agenda. It was not all shadow, it was not all dark. There was some truth and positivity, but it was quite twisted, quite convoluted, as it was not pure in its light.
Calling the ancient ones, the light bearers, the light wearers. Calling the keepers of the light grid, the light weavers, the new matrix construction workers. Calling forth the wisdom workers, boots on the ground, souls in the heart. Calling the brave, the courageous, the ones living their mission even when afraid. Calling soul family, the elders, the youth. Calling the light codes, light language, sacred song. Calling the Akashic record keepers, etheric rememberings, DNA activations. Your presence will be highly honored in the sacred vortex energies of Sedona, Arizona, for a cherished soul family reunion, May 31st through June 3rd. Go to creationtemple.com/retreat.